How can we share the pro-life message with our friends and neighbors when the topic of abortion is so divisive? We introduce you to one woman who says the answer lies in love. Here's this week's Pro-Life Focus.
When it comes to the topic of abortion and an unplanned pregnancy, that a pregnant woman ought to prioritize the needs of her dependent.
Thanks to the World Wide Web, Stephanie Gray's pro-life talk at Google headquarters last year was shared far and wide, raking in nearly 70 times more views than the Google talk by Planned Parenthood's outgoing president.
It gave, I think, hope to the pro-life movement that we can communicate the pro-life message in a very secular environment in a winsome way.
It was an opportunity in which the Canadian Catholic was born ready for. Growing up in a home with pro-life activists as parents, Gray committed more seriously to the cause herself after hearing a speaker in college.
And at this conference, he said, there are more people working full-time to kill babies than there are working full-time to save them. And I heard those words and I really felt convicted by the Holy Spirit that I needed to work full-time to save babies.
Following graduation, Gray spent more than a decade as executive director and co-founder of the Canadian Centre for Bioethical Reform. There, she grew in her knowledge and expertise on the pro-life issue and became a sought-out presenter traveling around the globe.
All of us in some way are touched by and affected by abortion. I want to talk about the kind of strategy we need to take when it comes to our encounters with people.
In meeting with people on the front lines of the pro-life movement, Stephanie Gray saw a need to create her ministry, Love Unleashes Life. She's written a book with the same name, all with the mission to influence the influencers, so pro-lifers who walk the walk can also talk the talk.
I really wanted to create an organization through which I imparted to others all the apologetics that I have studied, that I've implemented, that I've practiced, and that I have found to be very fruitful in the pro-life cause.
She informs clergy, lawyers, doctors, and others with lessons she's learned in her career. Gray packs her apologetics into speeches and debates to encounter tough abortion questions head-on.
When you do a debate, it intrigues people who aren't sure what to think. Oh, two sides coming together, face off, I want to hear how this goes down. And then we have an opportunity to reach those fence sitters, you could say.
It's a strategy that's changed and saved lives.
I found out later that there was an audience member on the college campus who attended the debate who was pregnant, and she was considering having an abortion. And as a result of that debate, she decided to carry that pregnancy to term.
When listening to her speak, Gray's approach is very calm, confident, and reasoned.
So whatever difficult circumstances we hear from abortion supporters, it's our job to validate the challenge and then cast another vision.
She pulls in philosophical, biological, or theological arguments when applicable. But the international speaker is quick to say it is prayer that must be the foundation of any pro-life communication.
Prayer roots us. It's the foundation from which we engage the culture if we're to be effective. But moreover, it's a reminder that it is the spiritual battle, that it's not my strength that's going to get this message out there, that's going to convert hearts and minds. It's God's strength.
Whether she's speaking to a major company like Google or at a more humble parish, this Canadian pro-lifer pours her all into her talks. For Stephanie Gray, the issue of life is a matter of black and white.
When we proclaim truth in a loving way, in a winsome way, that we really can make a positive difference to build Christ's kingdom here on earth.
If you'd like to follow along with Stephanie Gray's work, go to loveunleasheslife.com.